and works responsibility to ensure that your major roads, bridges, and gullies are taken care of. It is the Minister of Local Government's responsibility to ensure that adequate resources is made available so that the MPs, PNP, or JLP, the councillors, whether PNP or JLP, can adequately respond to your needs in the community. To politicize it and to make it seem as if only councils that are represented by representatives from the PNP have been underserved. I'm from St. James. I represent a constituency in South St. James. And if I'm to tell the constituents that the mayor of St. James, Montego Bay, has enough resources to fix the roads and is not doing it, I wonder if the minister would agree with that. To tell you more is our spokesperson for local government, Natalie Neita Garvey, who is a member of parliament. After Mrs. Neita Garvey speaks with you about our overarching policy and the direction this government has been taking, we will hear from the mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew, His Worship Andrew Swaby. We will then hear from Mayor Danry Delancey. He will tell you what's happening in Westmoreland. From Clarendon, we'll hear from a minority leader in Councillor Cian Barneswell. Today, we also have representatives from the Port Maria Municipal Corporation, Fitzroy Wilson. We also have Donovan Mitchell, His Worship from Mandeville. We also have Sheridan Samuels, His Worship from Lucy. We have Donovan Pagan representing the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation. Today, we do not have Mayor Norman Scott from St. Catherine, and we do not have a representative from St. James, but the information you need will be given to you by those who can speak on those. Please welcome MP Natalie Neita Garvey.
Thank you. Good morning, members of the media. We have convened this press conference because the Jamaican people deserve the truth about the state of local government and the resources available to the municipal corporations to maintain our roads and other critical municipal infrastructure. In recent weeks, the Minister of Local Government has asserted that municipal corporations receive over $600 to $700 million every month for road maintenance from property taxes. He has further berated councillors for saying that they don't have money to do this and they don't have money to do that, and suggesting that he is intending to mash down the lie. Today, we intend to separate fact from fiction and reality from political talk aimed at an election agenda. The minister has used large figures to create the impression that municipal corporations are flushed with cash. But when we examine the actual allocations to the municipal corporations, the facts tell an entirely different story. KSAMC, with 40 divisions, receive on average $85 million per month. St. Thomas, with 10 divisions, $22 million per month. Portland, with 9 divisions, $29 million per month. St. Mary, 13 divisions, $25 million per month. St. Anne, with 16 divisions, $33 million. Trelawney, with 9 divisions, $17 million. St. James, with 17 divisions, $32 million. Hanover, with 7 divisions, $13 million. Westmoreland, with 14 divisions, $24 million. St. Elizabeth, with 15 divisions, $21 million. Manchester, with 15 divisions, $34 million. Clarendon, with 22 divisions, $32 million. St. Catherine, with 41 divisions, $60 million. And Portmore Municipal Corporation, with 12 divisions, $24 million. The total monthly allocations available to the municipal corporations do not support the minister's claim of over $600 million monthly. The average monthly subvention paid over to all municipal corporations is about $473 million, with KSAMC being the highest at about $85 million and Hanover the lowest at about $13 million. The figures presented to the Jamaican people have been inflated, combining funding streams that are either restricted or simply unavailable for routine road maintenance. This is not merely an accounting issue. This is political propaganda. It is also about correct information to the people of Jamaica. It's about accountability and credibility. Councillors, both PNP and JLP, have been broad-brushed as if they can do more because they are receiving adequate funds. It is also fundamentally about ensuring that the Jamaican people understand why roads continue to deteriorate despite the tireless efforts of councillors and municipal workers across the island. When we compare the allocation of the council division at about $13 million in KSAMC, for example, to effect repairs to roads, compared to the cost of rehabilitating 1 kilometer of road as prescribed by the NWA under the SPARK program, it would take a councillor 4 years to complete 1 kilometer of road with side drains. That figure alone expresses the inadequacy of the allocations currently provided to municipal corporations. It is worsened by the fact that the municipal corporations are responsible for almost 20,000 kilometers of roads, more than twice that of the National Works Agency. It is absolutely disingenuous to suggest that municipal corporations have sufficient resources. What KSAMC receives as a monthly allocation to assist 40 divisions could not even repair one of my roads under the SPARK program. The arithmetic simply does not support the minister's narrative. No amount of political rhetoric can change these facts. Jamaicans also need to be aware that the Social and Economic Recovery Program, commonly referred to as the SGR, Emergency Fund, is funded by 20% of the same monthly parochial revenue grants. Much of these funds are substantially sitting in bank accounts, awaiting ministerial approval for expenditure, a requirement I cannot find, we cannot find, any basis in law in any of the 3 strategic local government laws. Approvals are subjective and should reside only with the superintendents and the municipal corporations. Imagine St. Elizabeth, one of the parishes most devastated by Hurricane Melissa, has not been able to get one approval to spend $1 of emergency funds, despite the obvious devastation following Hurricane Melissa. How callous and uncaring. Municipal corporations cannot simply access these resources. When emergencies arise or when urgent infrastructure needs repairs and becomes necessary, they have to apply to the minister. This means local authorities cannot respond with speed and flexibility that their community needs. When drains collapse, when retaining walls fail, when roads are impassable, when heavy rains wash, municipal corporations cannot simply just act. They must first seek approval. This is not decentralization. This is central control. And while bureaucratic processes delay action, our citizens continue to suffer. This is political propaganda at a time when Jamaica should be fully focused on hurricane preparedness and the protection of our people. One of the most important responsibilities of the municipal corporation during this period is cleaning drains, clearing gullies, maintaining waterways, and ensuring that communities are protected from flooding. These are not optional activities. They are essential public safety measures. Yet municipal corporations are expected to perform these critical functions with resources that are plainly inadequate. The consequences are obvious. Deferred maintenance, deteriorating infrastructure, growing public frustration, and increased vulnerability during severe weather events. This reality has also become even more serious following the devastation experienced in several parishes during the Hurricane Melissa. Many communities are still recovering. Roads have been damaged, and for many parishes, all they received was $250,000 in food packages. Minister Mackenzie announced in his sectoral presentation $300,000 to each council division to assist with drain cleaning in preparation for the hurricane season. Some municipalities are still awaiting those funds. Yet instead of recognizing these extraordinary challenges, the government has chosen to blame councillors. It is disrespectful to the councillors on both sides of the political aisle, who work every day with woefully inadequate resources under extremely difficult circumstances. Our councillors deserve our support, not our condemnation. Despite limited budgets, aging infrastructure, demands from residents, and rising costs, many serve their communities with commitment and determination and go beyond the call of duty. The problem here is chronic underfunding, accompanied by misleading political statements, creating unrealistic public expectations. The People's National Party, we believe that local government should be strengthened, not weakened. Municipal corporations should be not micromanaged. Communities should receive timely resources, not excuses. And local representatives should be provided with the resources necessary to deliver meaningful improvements in the lives of the people they serve. Today, we therefore call on the government to publish a full, transparent breakdown of every dollar it claims is allocated to municipal corporations for road maintenance. Show the Jamaican people exactly what is allocated. Show what is disbursed. Show what requires ministerial approval and has been languishing. Show what municipal corporations are genuinely free to spend. Show the people of Jamaica what and where equalization funds are being spent. Transparency should not be feared. Our purpose today is not simply to expose inaccurate claims, but to advocate for the people of Jamaica, for every resident who drives on deteriorating roads, every farmer struggling to bring out their produce, every parent taking children to school on roads that cause them to pay extra taxi fare, every business owner whose operations are affected by failing and damaged infrastructure, every community threatened by blocked drains and flooding. Jamaicans deserve better. They deserve leaders who work with local authorities instead of attempting to shift blame onto those operating with insufficient resources. The People's National Party will continue to stand with and for our councillors, our municipal corporations, and the communities they serve. We will continue to demand adequate funding. We will continue to fight for stronger local government, because strong local government means stronger communities, safer communities, and a stronger Jamaica. This is not about politics. It is about good governance. And above all, it is about pulling and putting the interests of Jamaicans first. Thank you.